first rounds. Gonna see how it feels. I already really like the Romeo X. I haven't even shot it yet, but just how it presents and everything, and the sight window is excellent. So. We like it. We like it already. Let's shoot another. Whoop. Let's shoot another whole mag. Let's push it a little bit. It's all 42 rounds. This gun is awesome. Okay. Got another fun one here. This is the SIG P365 XF DH3, which, you know, the naming of these damn things gets sillier every day, but I get it. This is essentially at the core just a P365 kind of full size. You know, the normal P365s are only 12 rounders, and it's kind of hard to get your last finger on that grip. These are the standard 17s, so kind of the same thing you get with an X Macro. And, you know, more of a usable rail space there. You can actually get the TLR7s on these, which is awesome. Now, where's the DH3 come from? Daniel Horner, DH, is one of SIG's shooters, and apparently he put this gun together kind of to blend carry and performance. And I think it does a good job of that, if I'm being totally honest. It does track better than an X Macro. I have an X Macro and I love it. And the little bit more barrel that you get out of this gun, the X Macros are a 3.1 and this is a 3.7. You know, the little bit extra barrel, the little bit extra slide, a little bit extra beef on it actually helps the gun track a little bit faster than that. That's, how many times can I say a little bit in a row? You get the idea. But I really liked this gun, and you know, why would you choose something like this over a Fuse or something along those lines? And you know, the Fuse started off kind of rough. They had some issues. They overheat a little bit, and that's, you know, to be shooter to shooter overheating. They get hot fast because there's not a ton of metal on there, and you got all sorts of crazy stuff going on. So I kind of went with this over the Fuse for those reasons. I've heard keying issues and all sorts of stuff with those. I've shot a couple Fuses and not had any problems, but still I wanted to do this one instead. Some other cool features, he put some lightning cuts on there. When I was younger, I used to think those were called lightning, like thunder and lightning cuts, and I just recently figured out that that's not what those are called, so. Embarrassing. But anyways, yes, lightning cuts to make it lighter. And then, yeah, you've got the expansion chamber, the comp, whatever you want to call it, that you would normally get on like an X Macro. This one also comes with the SIG Romeo X, which is on the SIG lock pattern, which, you know, this has other attachments. You don't have to use the SIG lock, but I think it's pretty cool because the screws come in from the bottom of the slide rather than going in the top of the optic. And you can see that's how they can keep this optic footprint pretty small. And this fits on the compact size footprint as well. We do have night sights on it already, but this optic is awesome. I really liked it. An enclosed emitter. I don't have a ton of details on it because this isn't a video for that, but I really liked it. A couple other things that are cool on this. Comes with a magwell, which is, you know, it's whatever. A funny thing that I noticed is that if you do want to change the back strap, you lose your magwell because the other two back straps that come with this don't have a screw hole for it. So it's like you can have a magwell, but only if you use, you know, the medium back strap. Couple other cool things about this guy. I mean, the trigger's okay. It's a P365. It's a P365 trigger, you know, so you're not blowing the doors off with it. But yeah, it's certainly good enough for carry use. But yeah, you're not going to be shooting crazy fast bill drills with it because it's not a 2011 or a 1911 trigger. So that just is what it is. I do want to remind everybody that the chassis, or I guess the serialized trigger group that you get with these guns is, you know, if you already have a P365, you can take that, you know, that trigger group out and then find a full-size grip, find a slide like this, and essentially build your own gun. And it'd be a little bit cheaper, you'd save some money on it, but you know, if you didn't want to buy out an entirely new gun, you don't have to. You would take what you already got, build it up from there. I'd probably get this one as well to go with my X Macro because I just don't like changing them out all the time. It's not that bad at all. It's literally one pin and the trigger group comes out. But yeah, and to go along with that, we did most of the shooting, you know, like maybe half of the shooting with this grip module, and then I changed it to this one. This is the Icarus Precision, and this thing is just nasty. Like it has a magwell in it already. Double undercut on the trigger guard, and it just feels real good overall. There's also a little thumb ledge on there, which makes it really hard for this thing to go into holsters, but I did figure it out with one of the GBRS holsters. Overall, this thing is awesome. And you can see it, you know, in the shooting, I'm just impressed with it. I just like the gun overall. The price point's not bad for everything you get on this, and it's just ready to go out of the box. We had 0 malfunctions. The gun was more than accurate. You get a standard 17 rounder, and then you get a tall boy as well, which is awesome. But overall, the gun impressed me, and I was just having a ball shooting it. You can kind of see that in the shooting footage. But let me know if you have any other questions. I liked this thing, but let me know if you guys have had any other experience with it that perhaps wasn't so good. Okay, we're now on the next target that hasn't fallen over. So we're gonna do a build drill where we're really taking our time and just see how good we can do here. At least it's under 3. I need more bullets for that. Okay. So that's probably a 2.5, yeah, 2.56, which makes sense for a gun this small to actually be getting good hits. But now, because I did that, I want to push the time and see what we get. Yeah, it looks like those are around 17 splits. So 17 and then a 20. So, all right, let's push it. Okay, those are all A's. That's 212. And those are, looks like it's 13, a couple 14s in that. So, okay, we know what the gun can do, but I probably wouldn't be pushing it that hard if I was doing serious work. So let's do something a little more serious here. Shots from concealed in 3.55 after a flub draw. So the gun shoots. The walk and shoot. You know what? You love it. It's very windy. My hair's doing this. But we're just going to put about 50 rounds on this old girl, and I'm going to see if I can keep them all in the A zone. Not a great start. That whole time. Okay, 50-something rounds, all in the A zone. This one's a little high, we'll keep it. That's a line breaker, that's a line breaker. We switched up the grip on this old girl, so it was extra nasty. Yikes, that's hot. Good day. We take a quick break in the video here to have some fun. This isn't an ad. We basically do some real redneck ballistics testing like I did when I was a kid. You just shoot bullets into jugs of water and kind of see what you get. But the idea of that being, you know, are these going to expand in a shorter barrel? So it's worth mentioning that these tests you're about to see are done with an X macro slide. So we're getting these results out of a 3.1 inch barrel, even though this one's a 3.7. So I would assume they're close as far as what they're gonna do, even though the barrel lengths are different. But take a look, let me know what you think. That feels nice on the hands. Hot as hell today. And that's that critical defense doing exactly what it is supposed to do. Wow, that's great. That's great expansion out of a short barrel. Holy cow, okay. Good stuff. So we know that one's doing its trick. That one's doing the job. Only made it through 3 bottles, well, 2.5 basically. This next one is a Wilson Combat 115 grain solid copper. Ooh, yeah. So those both went into 3. Come out of there. Oh boy. So I really like those Wilson Combats, and those solid coppers really seem to do the trick. If you put that up against the Hornady, I mean, they're both very good. They're both doing what they're supposed to do. But man, that just looks extra rad. Crazy. A bit higher because these seem to be going low. Made it through 3 that time. Yep, caught it. Yeah, I'd say that's full expansion. So we actually got better penetration out of the shorter barrel than we did from the other 2, even though the other 2 were still full expansion. I mean, I'd be happy with any of those. But yeah, the SIG V-Crown definitely wins on penetration. I mean, if you're defending yourself from water bottles, that is. All right, I'm out here with my boy Willie. We're doing the same. We got the same gun. Don't pay any attention to this. I don't know what's going on there. And we're gonna shoot out of steel, and we're just gonna keep going back until we miss. So go ahead and make it hot. All right, I'll go first. We're at about 35-ish yards. Okay, go ahead, Willie. I don't know, we're maybe at 40 something. I know that back here, I know that right where that is 50. So we're probably like 43 or 42 right now. I don't know, so let's see. Oh, way off. Okay, so I'm a little high at this range. There we go. I had to aim almost like belly. So you might be the same with your dot. Go ahead and give it a shot. Nice hit. Okay. Well, there's not a good place to, I'm gonna set this right on a rattlesnake. Okay, 50. Let's see what we got. Oh, Willie, you're gonna get me on this one, man. Yep. There we go. Yep, had to aim low again. Go ahead, brother. Oh, wow. Willie came to party. All right, let's keep moving. I'm almost out of bullets. You're gonna get me. This is Willie and my first time shooting these guns, so they're performing very well. I'll be shooting at your target now. All right, yeah. You don't want to shoot my truck? All right, I only got 3 bullets left, man. Willie's coming for me. All right, aim about at belly button, I would think. Yep, that's still high. There we go. In the middle of a windstorm. Little low left. Find it. Oh! So I think we both have one bullet left. This is pushing it for a subcompact pistol, I'd say. All right. Yeah, last round. All right, brother, take it home. Ah, it's a draw. Oh, you got one more? I guess so, yeah. Okay. Oh, close one.